Morning, guys. So today I just wanted to vlog and share with you a little bit about my experience with the journey that I've been on with regards to skincare. Just sort of give you a background of where I started, why I landed up with my passion being in skincare, what my journey was with skincare, and the whole emotional battle that I had with acne. So yeah. So I'm an engineer by profession, chemical engineer. Um, and I fell pregnant in 2014 with my son. He was born in 2015. During that time, I unfortunately suffered from hormonal acne where I had massive breakout on my face. And for a good year and a half after I had my son, I couldn't do anything about it because I was breastfeeding. So I had tried absolutely everything, from topical creams to antibiotics, and the likes. And most of it was self-care medication. So I hadn't actually gone to a specialist yet. I went to spas and did horrible chemical peels that really just burnt me. And it was sad that I didn't get advice back then, or I didn't know what I knew now. To save myself so much time with regards to the emotional journey that I was on with my acne. So I was diagnosed with what was called acne vulgaris. So that is like the inflammatory, extensive type of severe acne that causes the redness, the pain, the big sort of pimples that you'll see. So what you're going to see now, this is what I used to look like, while I had that acne. Yes, that is me, believe it or not. Yeah, it's a bit tough still to see those pictures after so long, because it was such an emotional time when I was suffering from this acne. There was also it also coincided with the time that I was going through divorce, or going through a rough patch in my marriage, and it really made me second guess myself, my self-esteem, who I was I worthy? Maybe this is the reason that I'm having the issues that I'm having in my marriage. I was just not the same confident person that I was anymore. I avoided going out, I avoided being with people, my moods changed. I can say that I was stressed, and I was on the brink of depression because I was not confident in the way that I looked. Anything that would happen, I would basically assign it to the fact that it's because, my face looks this way. And if someone hasn't been on the journey of acne, it's very difficult for them to understand the emotional side of it, because it's not only about, I look like this. It's about your face is the canvas to the world, and it's literally the first thing that people see. And you become so self-conscious that what are people thinking? And it doesn't help that, in the society that we're in, people are very, very quick to give advice on something they know very little about. So every second person that I was meeting was like, oh, have you seen your face? Oh my goodness, you should try this, you should try that, you should, oh my goodness, what are you doing, And it really breaks you, it really does, because this is a demon you're fighting on it every day. I remember praying to myself, praying and asking God, why did he have to punish me this way? Why do I have to go through this? Luckily all hope was not lost. A friend of mine actually recommended that I go see a dermatologist, hear what they say. And I found a very good dermatologist in the area who's the one who gave me the diagnosis and told me that I was actually suffering from acne vulgaris. And he actually started educating me about, the different types of acne and how when you have inflammatory acne, any topical treatment is not going to help. It's just a waste of money, and it's a waste of your time. When you've got inflammatory acne, the sooner you treat it, the better. You need medication. You need to treat it from inside out, because it's not an outside thing. It's something that you actually need to address from the inside. So then he recommended that I go on Oratane. I was on Oratane for, I think, almost a year. I think that was the longest part of my journey. Because what the Oratane did is it basically reduced the skin's ability to produce the oil or the sebum, and then that then minimizes the breakouts and the inflammation and so forth. But after I did the Oratane, so I was obviously very happy. I could see the big change, and after that, I was left with the scarring, the resultant scarring, and I needed to treat that. So I had options of actually going to beauty spas, which were actually relatively expensive because you have to go for it every single month, and it's chemical peels, which are not pleasant, and they still have after effects and all of that. So I did that for a few months, but I was like, oh no, I'm not returning to that. It is not a pleasant experience, and I just didn't have the time. I'm a mom, I've got a busy career, so I didn't have the time to take out to go and be booking these sessions every single month or 2 weeks. That's when I started. I was already on a cleansing, toning, moisturizing regime, but then new products launched in my business, which were addressing things like marks and so forth, and I then began to learn what good skincare regime entails and how I can actually get rid of the marks. And that's when I started to educate myself and learn about the products that were suitable for my skin and suitable for solving the issues that I had. So I learned about, that's where my passion actually started to develop, because once I started using the products, I started seeing the results, and just, this is a picture of what I used to look like just after the Oratane, the scarring that was left. And below is what I look like now, after the treatment. This was literally like 5 months. In a 5-month period, that's the kind of change that I saw just by changing the skincare routine and using products that were actually meant for, to treat the condition that I had. So this really went a long way in restoring my self-esteem. It went a long way in changing the way that I look at myself. And I started to think, goodness, if I can get results of this, maybe I can help other people. So people would be asking me, wow, you look amazing. What did you do? And that's when I started realizing I've actually got a passion for this thing. I can help people to do the same thing. I've helped 1 or 2 people already. I've worked with some people already, and they are seeing beautiful results. And I'll share that with you later onwards. But yeah, so that's my story. That's where I come from, and that's how I landed to be where I am and find my passion for the business that I'm doing. Hope you enjoyed that. Later on, I'll be sharing. I'll be taking you basically into my skincare routines and what is it that I do on a day-to-day basis. Okay, look forward to seeing you later. Bye.